First game is in the books. Preseason, that is. Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, or you've been here before but have not subscribed yet, please do so, along with hitting that thumbs up button for me and dropping your comments. I want to hear your thoughts and feelings about this video, or if you actually watched the game, if you had a chance to catch the game, unless you were at work. I was able to squeeze the game in. Here it started at 9 a.m. I had to take a break, do some work, and then I watched the second half. Tale of two halves, really. The first half, the starters, it was really interesting. Mitch Robinson started. That's right. He got the start over Josh Hart. And interestingly, OG Anunoby is day-to-day. It turns out he hurt his hand. Who knows what he was doing out there in the desert. Maybe he slapped the camel a little too hard or something. But that's not a euphemism, by the way. We don't know. But they say he's day-to-day. So Pacome Dadier got the start. That's right. Now, that could mean a couple of things. First thing it could mean is they're slapping the for sale sign on him for other teams because they definitely want to keep the two of the three vets that are on non-guaranteed contracts, Garrison Matthews, Landry Shamet, and Malcolm Brogdon. Knicks still need to figure that out, especially if they want to sign two of them. So someone has to go. The other one could be Tyler Kolek, who actually, he looked better. He looked better today than he did during Summer League. So that's encouraging. However, right now, featuring Pacome Dadier could also mean that internally, the Knicks want to see what they have with him, if he is worth investing more of their time. And if they feel he's not, then they'll probably move on from him. Because as James Edwards III from the New York Times and The Athletic reported, the most interest of the roster has come on Pacome Dadier in terms of a trade prospect. Or actually DEUCE, who had a fantastic game. We're going to get into all of that. I got highlights for you. I got Mike Brown's comments from the post game. This is your first recap of the 2025-26 season. It is preseason, and can't get overexcited about anything, can't overreact, but of course, we can try and look forward about certain things, especially how the Knicks played their offense. They definitely played with a much higher pace. At times, the starters looked kind of confused, like they weren't really that used to it, though Karl-Anthony Towns seems to be the one who has taken to it faster than all the others. Though he only got one three-point shot up, he was driving in, he was moving the ball, he was like racing to the corners, dribble handoffs. He was playing the way that Mike Brown wants the team to play. Brunson looked a little more hesitant. It's going to take time. He's being asked to play in a much different way than he's used to playing, but he's such a fantastic player. Once it starts becoming second nature to him, he's going to thrive in this offense. They were also missing OG, so that messes things up, the chemistry up. I don't know how much they've played with Dadier. That starting unit has played with Dadier. But it was interesting to see Mitch out there. Mitch was phenomenal as well. So let's get to it. There we go, 99-84, and the Knicks actually had built up a 26-point lead towards the close of the third quarter. That unit that came in the second half was really sweet. Actually, yes, it came in, not the unit that started the second half, but the unit that came in the second half was a really sweet unit. It was DEUCE, Hakporti, Clarkson, Yabusele, Shamet, and Brogdon. Nice. I like that unit, that combination of those players. That's six guys, but DEUCE played with them a lot. But then at one time it was just Hawk, Clarkson, Yabu, Shamet, and Brogdon. Again, decent chemistry for these guys. Really liked what I saw from them. But the first unit, it's a work in progress. But they still were able to dominate. They still were able to build up a 10-point lead by the half, which then ballooned to 26 points lead by the end of the third quarter. That fourth quarter unit got a little stagnant. I think they couldn't score. They got stuck at 84 points for, I think, like 4 minutes. And the Sixers kind of chipped away a little bit. It was a lot of mistakes. It was turnovers. Mohamed Diawara, who definitely, he looks like an exciting prospect himself. But, picking up fouls, setting too hard a screen, moving screens, things like that. Brogdon got his pocket picked once, and then he turned it over another time. But he comes in about halfway through the third quarter. And his first shot, he didn't play at all in the third quarter. Sorry. He didn't play at all in the first half. And I thought he was going to start the second half. Didn't start. But he comes in, I think about midway through the third quarter. He gets a pass from Deuce on the left side above the break. Drains his first three-point shot attempt. Perfect, because that is going to be the key. If Brogdon can consistently hit that three-point shot during these preseason games, he will definitely make the roster. It sounds like he will definitely make the roster anyway. But if he's shooting 30%, 28% from three, I'm going to argue that we shouldn't keep him on the roster, honestly. That's what I'm going to argue, because I thought Clarkson did a good job handling the ball, running the offense when he was on the floor without Brogdon. Deuce and Clarkson has some nice little chemistry between each other, at least an understanding of where to be on the floor. That second unit, man, they were moving the ball a lot. I loved that part. And moving the ball, and the players were moving their feet. They were moving all around the court, and they were making life difficult for the Sixers. No, again, the Sixers is their B team. No Joel, no Paul George, no McCain, and Quentin Grimes, who just signed. He took the contract, the $8 million, so he can be a free agent next summer. An unrestricted free agent next summer. He wasn't there because he just signed the contract yesterday. So they were thin on their top talent. So the Knicks should have beaten them. They ended up winning by 15. Probably should have been a 25, 30-point lead. If the Knicks had hit their three-point shots in the first half, this thing would have already been a blowout by the halftime. So, but it was interesting. The star of the game was clearly it's co-stars as far as I'm concerned. They both should get the game ball. Deuce McBride, he had 12 points, a team high. He shot 5 of 7. He looked comfortable. He looked like a Jalen Brunson, honestly. Taking threes in stride. He buried his first 2 three-point attempts. He hit a nice little mid-range shot on the left side of the paint. He picked up 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. He was a plus 11 in 21 minutes. I thought him and Mitch were by far the best players in this game. And Mitch, as a starter, 16 rebounds in 18 minutes. How do you like that? Man, 5 offensive. He put backs 3 of 6. One was a nice little behind the back little flip that he put into the hoop there. He got a block, he got a steal, but he was all over the court. And defensively, man, he already looks like he's in mid-season form. So that is a tremendous bright spot. 18 minutes, 16 rebounds. I mean, I honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if in the regular season we see stat lines like this, and when the Knicks blow teams out by like 30, 35. And he only ends up playing 18 minutes because he helps set the tone. I know Mike Brown has said he has not decided who the starters are going to be. Look at even yesterday. I did that video yesterday, the preseason preview, and they had Mitch in the second unit gray uniform. And Mike Brown said, don't read anything into that. And then here he goes. He goes and starts Mitch. So we just have to listen to Mike, take everything with a grain of salt. He's still tinkering, trying to feel things out, and as it should be. Let's see. One of the things that I noticed is Cat moving much more, racing to the corners. Another thing that I loved were more leak outs and long bomb passes from Brunson. I think Deuce even made one. Cat may have made one. Not exactly who, but I know definitely Brunson did one. It was a beautiful one over the whole defense. And beautiful lay-in, easy buckets. And Brunson was looking to spray the ball more. He was getting into the paint and he wasn't forcing it. And he found Mikal Bridges in the right corner for an easy 3. Mikal got off to offensively a rough start slightly, but then he picked it up and he was dominating at one point. I'm telling you, once it started clicking for him, like I tweeted out, he says, I mean, he looks fresh. He looks fresh, feisty, and I forgot what the other term was. I forgot my own thing. But I loved what I saw from him. I think he might have one of his best seasons he's ever had in his career coming up. He's going to thrive in this motion offense of Mike Brown's. Dadier, we'll get into talking about Dadier a little more later. But it was a great moment where DEUCE was mentoring Pacome Dadier right on the court, kind of grabbing his jersey, showing him how, what to do. I love that kind of mentoring from DEUCE. Dadier is still really young. He's raw. He's 20 years old only. He's still one of the very youngest players in the NBA. Even though he's had a whole full season under his belt, he's still young. He's still raw. He still gets beat backdoor, but he has the defensive potential, the potential to be a good defensive player. The three-point shot, I guess we are going to talk about that here right now. The three-point shot, it looks shaky. It looks shaky. It looks rushed. I'm not sure. It's just not dropping yet. And if he can't hit that three-point shot, it's going to be tough for him to have any place in the rotation. So that's one thing. It's going to have to happen for him. All right, let's move forward here. This is now kind of bearing the lead here. Josh Hart, he played 7 minutes and he got hurt. Lower back soreness. We'll see how he feels tomorrow. That's what Mike Brown said about Josh Hart. You want to see the play? Let's look at it here. Let's look at it here. Here it is. So he picks up the rebound. He tries to dribble, and there's no contact. He just falls to the ground. And you're like, what's going on? And when he fell, he tried to brace his fall with the injured hand. So I thought, oh, he messed his hand up. But then he's just laying there grimacing, not touching the hand at all. And it looks like he definitely hurt his back. And here's a replay. He just grabs the rebound, turns, but he just slips down on his own. It's like, I don't even see how he tweaked his back. It's not like he twisted himself or anything. So maybe he hurt it on the rebound. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So that is worrisome. Starting out, basically, I hope it doesn't turn into like a Landry Shamet situation in preseason when he gets hurt and then, let's just keep it positive right now. But he had to leave the game. He couldn't come back into the game because he got ejected because he threw the ball into the stands. So we don't know. But I don't think he would have come back into the game anyway. I think that would have been a moot point for that. All right, let's get back here. Tommy Beer. I love this tweet of his updated NBA power rankings. Knicks, number 1. Number 2, Thunder. Number 3, Knicks second unit. That's how they played, man. They were dominating. Now, again, we're talking about the Sixers team that's probably only 2 of those players would even be in the rotation at all if they were all healthy. So you got to take that for what it is. But still, they looked like they were getting the concepts of the new Mike Brown offense better than the first unit as a whole. Because remember, the key to that is that everyone has to be connected to the same concepts. So they have to understand where to be on the floor. Just keep the ball moving. Don't let the ball stick. At times, it did start sticking a little bit here and there, but that's okay too. Try different things, see what's working. But man, that second unit was very impressive. Very impressive. Okay, we're going to do the highlights. But before we do the highlights, let's listen to Mike Brown's post-game interview. I got it for you guys right here. All right, let's get to it. It's here. Nope. No. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. Sorry.
Our guys did a pretty good job with their pace, but we have to play faster, and we can play faster. But this is the first time that we've seen another colored jersey, and so at times we looked a little confused, a lot of times, but we will be better. it was great because our guys got a taste of how fast that we need to play. And they know we still have to take it 3 to 4 more notches. We started off slow, I thought, in the first quarter. We didn't do a good job with our transition defense. The way we keep points in transition, we gave up 9 fast break points in the first quarter alone. We gave up 9 the rest of the game. We gave up 5 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, 3 the rest of the game. So those 2 things we got a little bit better at defensively. Our shifts defensively weren't good to start. Driving lanes were 20 feet wide, but our guys figured it out and started helping one another and moving when the basketball moved. And then offensively, I talked about the pace, but our ability to touch the ball and spray it got better as the game went along. We had 7 sprays in the first half. We had 11 sprays in the second half. We didn't shoot the ball well, but we had some great looks, great open looks that we'll take every single possession. Our guys just have to know when we passed up some open looks that we can't do that. 9 times out of 10, if you pass up an open look and you drive the basketball, you're going to take a worse shot. So we got to be ready to let that thing fly when our teammate does a great job of touching the paint and spraying it. Before I take questions, I just want to let you guys know, I don't know if it's already tweeted out, but we had a couple of guys have huge defensive performances. I thought Miles was great defensively, got a couple of steals, jump started us coming off the bench. I thought Ariel was fantastic. The way he sprinted and loaded defensively, the way he offensive rebounded, especially defensive rebounded in a short amount of time. He played 6 minutes and had 6 rebounds, fantastic. But the defensive player of the game went to Mitch. He was phenomenal. He played 18 minutes, had 16 rebounds, 11 of them defensively, but more importantly for a big, he had 3 deflections. So Mitch, good job. I like it. The media clapped too for you, Mitch. He was defensive player of the game for us. Okay. Our guys did a pretty good job.
All right. So, basically Mike Brown did the recap. Excellent job, Mike. The offensive rebounding was a problem in the first quarter. Like he said, they got 5 of them, but only 3 the rest of the game. So they started figuring things out. And Mitch was a big part of that. Absolutely helped establish the tone. Here you can see Hart's already in the game. This is a very short highlights reel. Look at that. Nice. Cat getting to the hole. He got to the free throw line 5 times in that first quarter. He was able to, let me see here. Let's get the stats here. Are we already? Yeah. We're in the first quarter here. You can see Hart's already out of the game. DEUCE, man. DEUCE came in, hit his first 3 shots in the first quarter. He was the high man with 8 points. Towns was second high man with 7 in that first quarter. Like I said, 5 free throws. Picked up a couple of rebounds. Mitch got, lit up the entire scorecard here, except for making a 3-point shot. He got a field goal in his 9 minutes in that first quarter. Hit 1 of 2 free throws. He got 1 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds. He got 1 assist. An assist for Mitch, 1 steal and 1 block, and did not commit a turnover or a personal foul. That is crucial. That was crucial. Brunson, like I said, got off to a rocky start in his first 9 minutes, 0 for 3. He even missed, only hit 1 of 2 from the free throw line himself. And then, let's get to the second quarter stats here, just going quarter by quarter. Yeah, Buscelli got in the game. He, look, nice leak out again. Oh, we're already into the third quarter here. I'm used to the long highlights that I have. Decided to just do the quick ones this time because I was going to have that long Mike Brown interview. Look at that. DEUCE, perfect. Look at that. With the one leg up, something like a little mini Dirk. Loved it. Here comes Shamet driving. Nice finish for him. Didn't have a great offensive game, but you can see it's going to come. Man, that's Hakporty with the putback. You can see, Coach Brown praised Hakporty right there. Let's get to the third quarter here. In the second quarter, just want to mention, Mikal Bridges finally started getting into his groove. I talked about before, he hit 2 of 3 from the three-point line. Picked up 2 steals. He got a steal out in mid-court and took it down, and he finished with 2 guys driving hard on him. He finished with a reverse basket. Beautifully done, all by himself. Here comes Tyler Kolek. He flips it up. Tyler, he ended up with a decent game. Let's see. There's so many names on this thing. Mike Brown played 19 players. Can you imagine if Thibs 19 players? I don't think Thibs has played 19 players the entire 5 years he was the coach here. I'm kidding about that, of course. Let's see. Tyler finished. He was 3 of 7. He missed his 2 3-point shots. That's still a concern. If he starts hitting those 3-point shots, he'll make it more difficult for the Knicks to use him as the ability to open up roster spots for the other 2 of the other 3 veterans. So that's one of the things that's at stake here. Jordan Clarkson, even though when you look at his stat line, he missed all 3 of his 3-point attempts, but he was 4 of 6 inside the arc. You can see he creates shots for himself. There were times when the offense did get a little bit stagnant. He just beat his guy off the dribble. Those are things that Campaign struggled to do. So that is definitely an improvement right there. I liked him in this game very much overall. Yabusele, slow start. Like I said, he was 0 for 4, 0 for 3. Look at that. Oh, that play right there. That was an interesting play. So he tried to pass it to Mitch. Mitch, one thing he has to start there. Oh, nice steal from Mikal. And he takes it in. Look at that. Beautiful. Mitch he's so used to just rim running. When guys are going to the hoop, he's going for the putback, the offensive rebound. He's got to start realizing that he can be an offensive weapon. Look for the ball as a pass. Brunson tried to bounce pass to him one time. Ended up in a turnover. And as you see right there, that almost ended up being a turnover, but the ball got tipped back to Cat for the dunk, and he got the and one. Kevin McCullough, 12 minutes, 0 for 6. 2 of 4, but he did pick up 5 rebounds, got 3 steals, an assist. I think he's probably going to spend time in Westchester. It was most likely. And let's see what else of note here. That's pretty much it. Pacom Dadier, he ended up finishing 1 of 6 overall. Oh, here's one thing. Garrison Matthews. This guy comes in, drains his first 3 3-pointers. Boom, 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 right away. In his 9 minutes, he finishes with 9 points, +7, 2 assists for him. I liked his ability, though he did get lost on the court sometimes defensively. He got stuck between Huck Porty and I forgot who was out on the wing on the left side. And Huck Porty was trying to get him to come over, but then Huck Porty, when it got his man, it ended up being okay in that particular moment. So that's part of the issue, is that these guys, it's only been 10 days. Media day was 10 days ago, and they've been practicing barely over a week. So can't expect too much. That was a nice putback by Dadier there. Oh, look at Mitch. Talk about the putbacks. Beautiful. Okay, let's get back to the stats. Here we go. Here's the Sixers. Maxey, not a good offensive day for him. 5 of 12. Missed all 4 of his 3-point attempts. Picked up 4 assists in his 23 minutes, 14 points for him. Tied VJ, the rookie. They're expecting big things from Edgecombe from Baylor. But again, not a good shooting day for him either. 1 of 6 for him, 6 rebounds, 14 points. Floor spacing was an issue for these guys. When you got Adem Bona, who I liked a lot at UCLA, he's not a deep threat at all. Barlow, though big, he can't hit a 3-pointer either, but he picked up 10 rebounds in his 30 minutes. Jabari Walker, the former Portland Trailblazer, right? Yeah. 2 of 4. No. I think he was Pacers. I can't remember. 9 points for him. And Chandler, 10 points. I'll tell you, look, the Knicks shot only 8 of 39 from the 3-point line, 20%. But luckily, the Sixers shot less than 9%. So that was really the game right there. Here are the Knicks. Look at this, 19 names. Look how crazy that is. As I mentioned before, Deuce was the high man with 12 points in his 21 minutes. Very efficient, too. 5 of 7, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. And then Towns was the second leading scorer with 11 points. He only attempted 1 3-pointer. Hopefully that will come, because that's one of the key things. And I talked about it in the video I dropped last night, which you haven't seen. You should definitely watch it. It's balls moving and grooving. The Knicks got the ball moving and grooving. One of the things that Mike Brown, one of the benefits of the Mike Brown style is additional field goal attempts, including 3-point attempts. His Kings teams were in the top 5, 10 in the league in terms of field goal attempts, and that's because they were one of the fastest teams, high pace. Knicks are not. I mean, they were like 27th in 3-point attempts last season, and like 18th or something in. Actually, I got it right here. They were 18th in total field goal attempts, but they were 5th in field goal efficiency. So, and in 3-point efficiency, they were 8th best in the league. So, if you can up the field goal attempts and 3-point attempts with this quality shooting team, man, there's going to be some 120, 130 point games in the future of these Knicks. They're just going to outscore their opponents. What else here? That's pretty much it. I mean, I've gone through most of this. Let's get to the plus minus, because that's always an interesting indicator of people's impact. Ariel Hawkporty led the team with a plus 13 in his 6 minutes of play, a plus 13. Shamet, a plus 12, even though he only had 2 points. Hawkporty ended up with 6 points. And McBride, Deuce, plus 11. Yabusele, a plus 4. And Bridges and Towns both with a plus 11. You can see how they're the ones that, of the starting unit. Well, Mitch as well. I guess, you know what? If you think about this, if, let's say, OG had started with Mitch and OG had a positive plus minus, which he usually does, then even though Brunson did finish with a plus 4, Brunson was the one that looked the most lost in this game. In fact, let me see here. He finished 2 of 8. Okay, I think it was the second quarter is when he picked it up. In the second quarter, yeah, all right, a little bit. 2 of 5 for 5 points, but he finished a plus 8. 2 assists. He picked it up. He's the one that it's going to take the longest for him to start thriving in this new system, just because it's so different than what he was used to playing before. He was off ball a lot, which was nice to see. McCall had the ball in his hands, brought the ball up several times. I also saw, Josh Hart, too, when he came into the game, was doing that as well. Bacom, the minute the ball would go over, they would just dunk it over to Dadier, try to create something. Though he did struggle to create. He's struggling to beat guys off the dribble. I think he may have to work on his handle. He's definitely a work in progress. But I like him. I think he's got potential to be a rotation player at this point. He's only 20. Now, can he become a starter in this league? That's the question that remains to be answered. Here are the team stats right here. The Knicks, it was a poor shooting day for both teams. Knicks shot 38.5%. Sixers shot just under 35%. Talked about the 3-point shots weren't good. The Knicks from the free throw line, only 21 of 32, 65%. They won the rebounding battle. They ended up with 19 assists, 13 steals. That was nice for them. They caused a lot of turnovers, but they did not get points conceded off turnovers. Oh yeah, they won that battle. They were a +4 on that. That's something that plagued them last season. But look at the fast break points. 24 fast break points for the Knicks to just 10 for the Sixers. That is beautiful. That is the benefits of this pace and space and pace type game, ball movement, leaking out. Love that situation. You can see the largest lead for the Sixers was 6, and for the Knicks, it was 26. And the Knicks-Verse merchandise store has been revamped with new merch. Not just hats. We got new t-shirt designs, new sweatshirts and hoodies. Go check it out. The link is in the bottom. I think it's, what is it, Knicks-Verse. What is the actual merchandise store name? Knicks, I don't even know it myself. Here it is. I had it. Knicks-Verse shop.square.site. So go check it out. Get your caps, get your merch. Definitely it helps the channel tremendously. All right. Well, preseason game 1's in the books. I'm glad the Knicks won because with this much talent, we are stacked. We have such a deep roster. Brown played 19 guys. Some of those units were very effective. It really is. It's got me excited for the actual season. And now game 2 is Saturday morning. And I'll be doing a recap as well for that. Okay. Subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up button for me. And drop your comments. And share the video. Share the video. That would help me tremendously. And hit up the merchandise store. Okay. I will see you around the Knicks-Verse. Let's go.